Peace, y'all. How do you like those little footprints here? Raccoon prints? Maybe. Welcome. How y'all doing? I got the waterproof camera going today. That old one was just not cutting it no more. The new one is too technical for me, and the repaired ones aren't back yet. So the 21st, it's Sunday. Me and the wife are out here doing a little yard work. It's showing you some animal tracks there. Yeah, we're just a quick Chinaland update. Finished clearing that whole section. Was just like this section here. You know, there was 6-8 foot high of these just weeds, just overgrowth. These poor little birdies are looking for their place where they were hiding and stashing, because she put some corn out. I did, you saw I did a bit of this about up to where these bricks were dumped. This guy, man, dumped them there, dumped them here. Of course, he dumped them here. He dumped them over there as well around the bend of the stream here. Can't really do nothing about what's going on down there. Just want to get it clear so we can run the mower here and weed whack the edge of it. Cleaned up Chuck's yard here. This is in Pennsylvania. They got Punxsutawney Phil. We have Chinaland Chuck. There's a woodchuck living in there. Cleaned all this up. I cut the tree down that was out here. Let's show you his emergency entrance. Hey, Chuck. We feed him. We can throw food out here for him. He's skittish as all get out. He's a real candy cane when it comes to folks and people and noise. I mean, I watch him out the window, and I think he can see me when I'm looking through the kitchen sink window there, looking out here. He'll be right around in here, and he'll stand up on his back legs, and he's sniffing around, and I'll just be looking at him, and he'll see me, and he'll look, he'll sniff around, he'll see something, he'll boogie back toward his house. But we got it all fixed up, and thank goodness there's a hole in the extra piece of lattice we found buried underneath everything down in here. There's a nice hole for him to come in and out. He won't have to knock it down anymore. So we're making some progress. I got to cut the grass tomorrow, Monday, because Tuesday, if it doesn't rain, we have a company called Spider Control coming, and they spray the whole outside of the house, hose it down. It's going to be spider and wasp, because again, I'm allergic to the stinging insects. So they're going to blow the whole garage down. They soak the whole thing down, deck and everything. Then after he's done with that, he's got a backpack blower deal. He's going to blow all the grass and treat it to kill the ticks. Ticks are supposed to be really bad this year. So I got a little bit of work to do. I'm going to dig this all up, dig down a bit, because we got a lot of burning. This is just, you saw that I had burned everything up. This is just from clearing this little bit of backyard here. But most all of it is ready to go. Just these pieces over here, that's that tree I cut down in China Chuck's yard there. We'll start filling in here. We'll knock that hill down, spread it out, make sure we don't get too many bolts and screws and stuff. You see, there's all kinds of stuff we're finding in here. Yeah, just country living, man. Eventually we'll burn up all that old stuff there. Didn't even know that was there when that 8 foot high stuff was out here. You had no idea there was a pile of wood back in there. But that's it, man. Getting ready for the yard to be sprayed, in the house and the shop and all that, to get sprayed for the wife is freaked out about the spiders, and me, I don't, man, I see a wasp or a bumblebee, and I got the cans of the stuff, you spray it and it goes 20 feet, man. I whack them right out of the air. It's them or me. When it comes right down to it, man, it's them or me. God gave us domain, right? Right, Randy? Right, Glenda? That's right. God gave us domain, and I don't kill them just to kill them. I kill them to keep from getting bit, because I'll have to go to the hospital. I don't have an EpiPen, so yeah. So that's it. Nice, peaceful, quiet We're getting little buds on our apple trees. Look at this. You got to check this out. See that? Those are little apples getting started right there, folks. Look at that. Ain't they beautiful? Isn't that pretty? Apples. Apples, apples, apples. Different kind of apples on this one. These already got all kinds of red buds all over it. It's either acting quicker or it's a different kind of apples. But Godspeed, God bless. We're praying for you. Pray for me. I need it. It's a quick update before we get too far into this thing. It's going to be a little cockeyed. Here, let me pull you down a little. Me and Sherry went to my doctor, my cardiologist. I want to get. You probably noticed I'm missing a tooth. It's not gone. There's still a tooth there, but there was a crown on it, and the crown came off right before Christmas. We had a wedding, so I had him put a temporary on, and that came off. So I had him glue it on again right around the first of the year, a different one, because you swallow them when you're eating. Last time I decided, I'm just going to go and go back to the place that did my denture and find out what it'll cost to get an implant, right, where they put bone graft posts, threaded posts, metal posts, stainless steel posts in your jaw. Well, actually, threaded sockets. They screw the posts in, snap your denture to it. Because your bottom denture is a real pain in the rear. That's why I kept my bottom teeth as long as I could. That thing gets rocking and rolling, you can't eat nothing. So unless you get the kind that snap in. So I went and got it checked out. They did x-rays, ran me through the whole spiel. What was going to have to be done. And of course, having the bypass, he said, it's been a year, but I still need clearance. You need a medical release from your cardiologist. So I went to the doctor. Long story short, he says, okay, it's been a year. Let's get you a stress test. And then not an EKG, echocardiogram. It's an echo test. It looks like an ultrasound of a baby, but it's of your heart. And what they do is they check the pumping size all the way open, all the way closed of the 4 chambers of your heart. And so they'll stop the camera, the screen, the picture, and the girl will map it out with her mouse and all that kind of stuff. So that was the second. The first test was the stress test. And I didn't do the treadmill. They just jacked me up with some nuclear stuff. And it simulates your exercising heart rate. Then they shoot you up with the stuff that they're going to take pictures, the liquid film, so they can take the pictures. And of course, when I got that test done first, when I got up off the table, put my ball cap on and grabbed my keys for the car, I looked at the screen. I asked the girl, "Are those my pictures?" And she was very defensive. "Well, I'm not a doctor." I said, "Sweetheart, you don't need to be a doctor. I've been at this a long time, since I was 39 years old. Those pictures aren't good." So I knew something was wrong. No chest pain, no angina, nothing like that. I'm a little short of breath, but I thought it was because I'm fat, right? I mean, come on, folks, this isn't me. There's me, and then there's something else all around me. So Friday, me and the wife went with me because she doesn't trust me to tell her the truth about what's going on. He ran us through the results of the test, and he said, they took a vein from my leg, an artery, radial artery from my arm, and then what they call a papal artery from your chest cavity to do the 3 bypasses. And what I asked him was, how come if he cut me from here to there, and your heart's only half that long, top to bottom, why couldn't he get 2 pieces out of this? And Sherry kind of was like, "Robert," and I'm like, "I'm not being frugal, I'm being honest." And you know what he told me? He says, "That's a good question. A year ago when you had your surgery done, we didn't do that. Now we do." And I'm like, "Oh, great." Because the leg being a vein and not an artery means it's like a side road instead of a superhighway. And that's the one that is, I'm not getting blood to the bottom of my heart through that leg artery. So I got to go in on the 8th and have a catheterization and angiogram, right? And they're going to blow the dye in there, which I'm allergic to. So I have to be pre-treated for it. And they're gonna check it out and see what's going on. And he claims, maybe it's just a matter of a stent. Well, if they put in a new piece this long, what are they going to do? Put stent after stent? Because I mean, if you fix this spot, if it's all bunk, I know this much, folks. Nobody's cutting me in half ever again. Never, ever. You had your one shot. If you didn't do it right, as long as I don't exert myself, I don't even feel that kind of shortness of breath thing. I cut that tree down, dragged it over. Was I? Yeah, I was huffing and puffing. No chest pain, no. Just huffing and puffing. I had to stop a couple times, and then catch my breath a little bit, bending over and picking up that stuff. And a lot of it is because I'm fat, man. I'm overweight. And Chuck knows, my buddy Chuck knows, my brother Richard knows. He's got a gut on him too. When you bend over to tie your shoes or put your socks on, you got to take a big breath of air and then bend over, because once you bend over, you can't breathe because you're fat. So, and there's not a lot I can do about it right now, other than just try not to eat too much pre-packaged crap food, because I can't exercise. I can't really exercise, or I take a chance of doing something stupid. So, that's it. Pray for me. I'm going to need it. I ain't worried about it. Maybe, it all depends. I've had miracles happen in my life already, me and Sherry both. And I would not be surprised if he goes in and takes a look and it's gone. Whatever was a problem is no longer a problem. It wouldn't surprise me at all. If that's God's will, then that's God's will. If it isn't, and we got to deal with something else, then we'll deal with it as we go. But that's it for the Chinaland video. I'm going to shut her down and then take you in for part 4B of the Blue Demon brake issue we've got going on, and tell you about our shopping trip last night. So hang in there, y'all. It'll get better. It'll get better. Or, or we'll just keep cutting grass or something. I don't know. Hang in there. I'm praying for you.